Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I will add my voice to the praise for first responders. Welcome back to Leader of the Official Opposition and the strength of the people and bravery of the people of Fort McMurray. But today I'm going to move on to a different matter of government business. Last night in estimates, I asked the Minister of Energy about the impact of the termination of power purchase agreements, and she admitted a remarkable thing, that after PPAs were returned to the balancing pool, the province of Alberta is now the largest dispatcher of coal-fired electricity and will be the biggest payer of Alberta's new carbon tax. To the Minister of Environment, did you know this was a risk before you developed Alberta's climate plan?
Minister of Environment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you to the honourable member for the question. And in fact, after estimates debate last night, the record was corrected. The carbon price applies to generators of electricity. And, Mr. Speaker, for coal-fired emitters, what will be happening is a transition from the specified gas emitters regulation to an output-based allocation performance standards, and that is the way that this system will work for our electricity generators, Mr. Speaker.
First supplemental.
But one way or the other, the bills are going to have to be paid. Now, I want to add and make sure that the House is very clear that I do support action on climate change, but it's important to know not just the benefits of a policy, but the potential costs as well before implementing that policy. Now, today, the Balancing Pool issued their 2015 annual report and said the return of PPAs, quote, will result in future charges to electricity consumers. So now we know. To the Minister of Energy, have you calculated the cost to consumers from the return of PPAs, and if so, what will that cost be?
Minister of the Environment and Parks.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the honourable member for the question. On the issue of PPAs, the government will be initiating an appropriate proceeding shortly, and all the facts will be before the public as issues are adjudicated. Thank you.
Second supplemental.
I don't know how the other 5 PPAs are any different than the one that's already been accepted, so there is substantial risk. But maybe I can help with the calculation of what this will actually cost Albertans. The cost to consumers based on the return of all the PPAs will be more than $1.5 billion, which works out to nearly $100 per consumer per year. It's Albertans, Mr. Speaker, who pay these bills. And again, to the Minister of Energy, can you confirm that Alberta consumers will go from having a credit to a rate rider cost on their power bills as soon as this year?
Honourable Minister.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And you know, I am not in a position to confirm any of the back-of-the-envelope calculations conducted by the honourable member. What we are in a position to confirm is that the government will be initiating an appropriate proceeding shortly on the matter of PPAs. And in addition, of course, the AESO is ensuring an orderly phase-in of renewables as coal-fired units are taken offline in accordance with the federal regulations, Mr. Speaker.